Hey everybody, John Grimsmo here. Came in this morning, had a little issue with the mill in the night run, and I just wanted to share a few lessons that I learned recently this past week with you guys. So I ran the mill last night making a pallet of Rask parts. So after every delicate tool, it does tool breakage detection. It goes over, it probes it, it see if it's broken or missing or not there or whatever. And I had a tool pull out alarm, which means that the drill bit or whatever pulled out, which wasn't actually the case. It was a chip wrapped around the little end mill that it had probed the chip, so it thought it was longer than it was supposed to be. Minor issue. I almost never have that issue, but it's something to keep in mind. Normally I come in and the machine has powered off by itself. I hit the APF button and it worked really well. So no problem, just got it back up and running. But a lesson that I learned this week. I made something really awesome this week that I'm really proud of. Spindle liner for the lathe. Now what this does is, as you can see, I've got a 5/8 brass bar here in a, I don't know, 2.58 I think it is, bore. And if I left it just like this, it would be going like this, because it's only supported like 45 inches that way, and not supported this way. That's very bad. So a spindle liner, as you can visualize right now, that goes this way. It supports the bar, and it has these things with little O-rings, and works really well. When I bought the machine, I bought 2 spindle liners, a 1/4 inch and a 3/8 inch, because that's the majority of the stock that I use for all the knife screws and pivots and things like that. These are from JF Burns, a little plug right there for them. They're pretty nice. I mean, they're great. They're fine. This one's starting to rust a little bit. I figured, well, let's save a little bit of money. Let's make my own, because I have 3 more sizes to buy. These are roughly $150 each, I think. And I'm like, I could just make it myself. I Googled it. Lots of other people have made them themselves. Seems like a good idea, right? Well, this is the mistake. This is the lesson that I want to teach you guys. The bootstrapper in me needs to die. The DIY guy, I love doing things myself. I love figuring it out. I love looking at something and go, I can do that. That's pretty simple. That's easy. There were so many minor challenges in this project that by the end of it, it makes me realize, Eric actually said this to me yesterday. He's like, why are you reinventing a product that already exists that we're not going to sell? Like, I'm making one of these. I have 2 more sizes to make, which I almost finished. Like, these are the pucks that I made. You know, and they don't look super duper complicated, and they're not super duper complicated, but there are so many minor issues with making anything. Maybe it's just me, maybe it's just the way that I over-engineer, over-analyze, over-measure, over-tolerance, over everything. But this project took hours longer than I thought it would, and than it should have, than it was worth. At the end of the day, I should have bucked up. You know, money's really tight right now. We got a lot going on. These machines are very expensive. We have so much invested in materials, in tools, in everything, and that I wanted to save the money. That being said, I still had to buy the material. I still had to go to the metal store. I had to find the right size tube. Surprisingly, these are all OD measurements. So to find a tube that actually slip fits, this one's for 1/2 inch, so obviously the 5/8 is not going to fit. To find something that's slip fit 1/2 inch, slip fit 1 inch, and notice how this one's DOM steel, drawn over mandrel, and this one is extruded aluminum, and this one happens to be DOM stainless. So like those 3 different things are the only ways that I could find this sort of slip fit so that I could get this perfect fit inside. So I had to buy the material, I had to buy the pucks, I had to write the code, I had to reverse engineer this, I had to find the right length, I had to find out that the 1 inch tube has to be like 6 inches shorter, because or else it's going to hit the collets, etc., etc., etc. And I got a cool picture for you guys. Check this out. Yeah, see that picture? That was me being stupid. I did a facing pass. You can see the facing tool path there, but I didn't extend it too fast or far enough. So it left a little island here and here, and the end mill, the 3/8 end mill that I was using, had just enough flute length, 1 inch, for the puck itself, not enough flutes to cut those islands off from the side. So it started to friction weld and stir weld and whatever you call it as it went around, and it just caused a mess. I was able to save the part, was not able to save the end mill, or I didn't try actually. I just threw it away because what's the point? Lots of little things, like I had to figure out that I needed a step in here to have the same end mill clear. I had problems getting the chamfers right, which is weird. I had to use a 3-inch slitting saw, which I've never used before. It was kind of a cool experience. I'm not complaining that this was a hard project. I'm just saying there were a lot of little battles throughout the project that I didn't foresee and I didn't expect. And truth be told, I don't need to be spending my time doing something that I could have just bought, because my investment in this is wasted. I have it, yeah, but I don't get to use it in the future. I'm not going to sell this product. I'm not going to make any more, really. Just one of those little things. I find myself getting into these situations a lot where I want to make it myself because I want a fun project, and that's cool and stuff. It's not the best use of my time. I have products to make. I have new things to design that I can sell, that we can grow this business, that we can be useful, you know? So, oh, another weird little thing. I had to figure out what size O-rings to buy, so I measured these, reverse engineered them, found the right ones from McMaster, and it turns out I pulled one out and I'm like, man, these are hard. Like, what is up with these? Why do they feel like plastic? They don't squish like rubber normally does. Well, it turns out these are a hard durometer rubber and these are a soft durometer rubber. So these O-rings didn't actually fit. I tried to use them and the thing wouldn't slide in because they didn't squish enough. So I stole the O-rings from one of these guys and put them in my new spindle liner. So I'm gonna have to swap O-rings. So like, stupid stuff. This is time consuming. This is not worth my time. So it's just something I have to be aware of going forward. You know, spend the money or spend the time. One last little minor thing that I forgot about is I had to drill this little hole right on the end of the bar so that you can take this bar puller thing and pull it out, because otherwise you have nothing to hold on to. So at the end, when I thought it was done, I had to glue these on with special bearing glue, and at the end I thought it was done, still had to drill that hole. So I pulled out the drill and it was just an annoying few minutes, and then I had to deburr it, like all this stuff. It just adds up. I shouldn't have done it. Lesson learned. Move on for forward uses, and hopefully learn from it. That being said, I finished that spindle liner yesterday and I used it yesterday. We are crushing it on Rask production. I have a video that I'm going to film later today because we have a boatload of knives that are getting shipped today that I want to show you guys. Different video, I'll show it later. Spinners. Spinners are coming along great. So these are, this and a few more is what I machined last night. This is a full bar of brass. These are going to be the weights on the spinner. And they're going great. It's so wonderful coming into the shop in the morning and seeing this full, the machine finished, the bar, it went great. Here's the other ones that I already started pulling out. Here's one of our finished spinners. Brass weights. This one has a titanium button. We're also going to make a lot with brass buttons for a little bit cheaper. And this one happens to be anodized titanium. So yeah, these are really fun. These are awesome. Been going great. Got a small pile of tumbled ones right there. Got a fixture that finished a couple nights ago. Have to pull these ones off. More spinners there. More in the tumbler. More upstairs getting assembled. Going great. These are actually the last 7 from Waterjet that I haven't machined yet. So I'm going to finish those very soon, probably tonight. Going good. I got foam. We're going to start making our own foam for the cases. And yeah, things are going great. So I just wanted to do a quick little video for you guys. Mostly talk about the spindle liner and how stupid I feel. In our podcast, The Business of Machining, if you Google it, you'll find it, Business of Machining podcast. So John Saunders and I from NYC CNC, we have this podcast every morning. We talk, we figure stuff out. I told him a few weeks ago that I was going to make my own spindle liners. And he's like, dude, no, spend the money. Don't do it. Don't waste your time. And like an idiot, I wasted my time and I did it anyway. The result is great. I'm proud of it, but I'm not proud of the time I spent. So I had to tell him this morning in our podcast that, yeah, I did it and I feel dumb. And he's just like, oh man, like face palm. It was funny. But things are great. I can't wait to film that Rask update video. And excuse me. I want to film, this is something I've been putting off. I don't know why, I've been putting off talking about it. We have made so many innovations in the Rask knife, in the process that we do things. We've added so many new like little processes and little tools and methods with that knife that I haven't shared with you guys. And I thought I would have more time and more brain space to share these tactics, but I haven't. So in the next few weeks, that's something I really want to focus on. Share with you guys, you know, the way that we're grinding the bevels now, the way that we're polishing everything. Even our stonewashing method has changed. All kinds of stuff. The way that we're making the pivot hole, the way we're making the detent hole, like the way that we're pressing in the detent balls is magic. And the way that we're grinding the detent balls flat, like so many little innovations that nobody else is doing in the knife industry, and we're doing, and I haven't even told you guys, so you don't even know that we're doing it yet, and it's ridiculous. I have a lot of exciting things to share. We've just been so busy. I know I haven't shared much. You guys probably think we're not doing anything, but we're so busy that we can't share much. Does that make sense? I want to share with you guys. Even editing this video is going to take a long time. So, yeah, anyway. Went to a cool tool show a couple days ago. I filmed a lot of footage there. Hopefully I will have time to edit that together. And maybe one day we should hire a video editor. Saunders just hired one and said, yeah, she's busy full-time editing videos right now. I thought she'd be able to do other stuff, and now she's full-time. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go back to work. Thanks for watching. More updates coming soon. Spinners should be hitting the website very soon. So keep an eye out for that, and have a great day.